Hey guys. So at this point, everyone has read the headlines and heard the talk regarding a shift in the housing market. And understandably, this has a lot of you thinking we may be in a housing bubble, and now you're just waiting for the bubble to burst. But the good news is there's real data proving why this current home market is nothing like what we experienced in 2008. So reason one, there is still a massive shortage of homes nationwide. So if we look back to 2008, there were too many homes for sale during the housing crisis, many of which were short sales and foreclosures, and that caused prices to fall dramatically across the nation. Fast forward to today, and it's a much different story. So let's talk about supply. While housing supply has increased since the start of 2022, there's still a shortage of inventory available overall. According to the National Association of Realtors, nationwide inventory sits at just around 3 months of supply, which is significantly lower than it was in 2008. There just isn't enough inventory on the market for home prices to come crashing down like they did last time. And even though some overheated markets may experience slight declines, experts don't expect the same fallout as we endured back in 2008. All right, reason two, mortgage standards. Prior to the collapse of the housing market nearly 14 years ago, mortgage standards and practices were much more relaxed than they are now in 2022. Back then, banks were creating artificial demand by lowering lending standards and making it easy for just about anyone to qualify for a home or refinance their current home. This led to mass defaults, foreclosures, and falling prices, and eventually the overall housing collapse. Today, things are much different and buyers face much higher standards from mortgage companies. Tighter lending standards and practices over the past 14 years have helped prevent a scenario that would lead to a wave of foreclosures like we saw in 2008. Reason number three, lack of foreclosures. Another big difference between 2008 and 2022 is the number of homeowners that were facing foreclosure after the housing bubble burst. Foreclosures are down since the crash of 2008, largely because today buyers are more qualified and less likely to default on their loans. Not to mention, homeowners today have options they simply didn't have during the housing crisis. Today, many homeowners are simply equity rich. So what does this all mean for you? Homeowners are in a completely different position this time around. Inventory is still low, demand is still high, and yes, mortgage rates are higher than they have been in the past, but historically speaking, these rates today are considered actually normal. So if you have questions, give me a call anytime, 314-795-1851. I'd love to help. I'll catch you guys next time.